Hello. So it's the 7-month update since my mom passed. So if you guys are new and you a new person seeing this and you guys don't watch my YouTube videos or anything like that, my mom passed away August 14th, 2021 due to COVID. Yeah. So it's been 7 months. And I'm actually 4 days late on doing this, but I'm making it now. It's better than never. It's better than now than never. So, and that's what I'm trying to say. But obviously, this month was hard, and I know I say that every single month, and then I'm like, I know I say that every single month, but it is really hard. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but this month was hard. Every single month's hard. This whole year is gonna be hard. But this month I got these, and I don't like them. It's a whole story that you guys can just scroll through and see how I got these. And another thing that just recently happened, like literally last night, I got my first period. And it was hard. I'm jumping right into it, by the way. It was hard knowing that she wasn't there for it. And I just really wanted her there for it. Like, I really wanted it. So, like, when I get my first period, I wanted to, really just talk to her about it because she was really just down to earth, and me and her always talked about things, very personal things. So that was something that I really wanted her here for, and I wanted advice from her from. So it's still really hard knowing that she wasn't here for that. And there's a lot of things that she's not going to be here for. And I don't know, lately I have these like shocking moments where I'm like, whoa, she's gone. Like, she had a whole life, and we were living our life, we were loving it, we were happy, and then like boom, unexpectedly she gets COVID and goes in the hospital for a month and passes away. And it's just like crazy that knowing that she's gone, and that she's actually gone and she's not coming back. And I know that, like, people say you'll see her again eventually, and yes, I know I will, but it's not going to be the same. It's not like we can have these, conversations, and she doesn't get to raise me anymore. I don't get to hug her and feel the warmth of her hug, and I don't get to, just talk to her anymore. And it's just really hard. It's really hard. And some people were on my YouTube channel saying, well, don't act like you're the only one that doesn't have a mom. And I know this is why I'm making YouTube videos. I mean, there's more sides of why I'm making these, but this is part of the reason. This is mainly the reason why I'm making this too, these updates, because these people, if they lost their mom, they can look back on these and they can watch me go through this, and they can relate. And if you're someone out there that just lost their mom at my age too, I just want them to relate and know that they're not alone. And then another thing is that I can just look back on these and, see what I was going through and everything. So yeah. And then, but then another thing is, she was like, I'm not gonna point out the person, obviously. I don't even remember the name, but there's like not just one person, but they were like, don't act like you're the only one that just doesn't have a mom. And then I was like, well, yeah, I'm making these YouTube videos too, to know that people are not alone, and this is just how I'm coping. People have different ways to cope. And she said, I didn't even get to know my mom. And I don't want to be like all mean or anything like that, but me and my mom were closer, and we had this relationship. So I know that you didn't get to know your mom and everything like that, but me and my mom were like best friends. And we always talked, always were together. I would never even be able to leave her for at least an hour, and I would not stop thinking about her. So leaving her for my whole life at this age is hard, is really hard, and I'm frustrated at the Lord for God for doing this to me. And I just don't understand it because I don't know. And another thing that makes it hard is because I've been remembering the moment where she told me that she promised that she's not going to die before she went in the ambulance. Because she actually called the ambulance because she was having she was really just having trouble breathing, and that's, she had to go in the vent, and so she was really just having troubles breathing, and she was really pale, so she couldn't drive herself. And, like, again, she was a single mom, so she had really no help, and I was the only person that was helping her. And I was 13, just turned 13 at that time, and I was taking care of my little brother that has problems. He has bipolar and anger issues and all this kind of stuff. So taking care of him is like taking care of, like, 3 babies, and he sometimes acts like a 3-year-old. He's just immature for his age. It's just hard to explain. He has troubles. And he's not even my brother. He's not even adopted yet. But we're not going to go into that story of him. Maybe I'll make a video about that. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure I did make a video, but I don't think I posted it. But yeah. I'm trying to hurry up. But I'm just remembering when, before she went in the ambulance, I asked her, and I was crying, and I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, Mom, you promised you're not going to die. And then she said, Haley, I promise I'm not going to. So that promise just really has gotten to me and really has broken me. And, you know, it's understandable because when someone promises their life, it's just, and then they actually die, it's just hard. And our whole family didn't really think that she was going to pass away. We all thought she was going to go through this and she was going to get out of the hospital soon. But it didn't work out that way. And then I was remembering, like, last year, me telling her, man, Mom, I really don't want you to die, and I can't imagine, like, life without you, Mom, and I really just don't want you to die, Mom. And she said, well, Haley, Haley, that won't be anytime soon. I'll be here for a long time. So that's just been getting really to me, because those words that she said to me, and me thinking last year, saying to myself, man, I can't imagine life without my mom. I can't imagine living without my mom, and then now I am. And never in 1,000 years did I think that was going to happen a year later. And her saying that to me, Haley, don't worry, I'm going to be here for a long time. It's not anytime soon. Those exact words, it's hard because then she died a year later. So, and I know it's not her fault at all. It's not her fault at all because she didn't know. And none of us all knew. It's just the thing that she said is just hurting, and it's just hard. I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at everything else that happened. I've had a lot of crying this month, and, like, again, it's just been shocking, and really just been hitting me this month. I cry every month. So that's not really shocking that I cry every month, but it's hard. It's really hard, and people don't understand of how hard it is and how painful it is when you lose a mom that you were extremely close to, and you weren't close to your dad at all. And another thing that this month happened is that I have been getting angry at teenagers and other kids my age that still have a mom and a dad that they live with, and then they say that their life sucks, but they still have a mom and a dad. And when they say that their life sucks and they hate it just because they didn't make the team of a sport, or they got a bad grade, or something like that, like, it just makes me so angry that they don't get to say that because they're not going through what I'm going through right now. You didn't just lose your parent, and you're living in a house with no parents right now. So when your teacher says, oh, your mom needs to sign this, or your dad needs to sign this, or your parents need to sign this, well, I'm living in a house with no parents. I'm living in a house with a sister raising me. So that's just really been hurting, and it's hard, and I don't like it because I just really want a parent to raise me and not live in a house with no parents. And I really miss her. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. But I didn't expect I was gonna cry on this. I'm just really frustrated and just disappointed that I have no parents, and neither does my brother. But my older siblings, at least they got to get raised by my mom, and I didn't. They got to experience their prom with my mom. My sister got to experience her wedding, and I didn't, in their first period, and I didn't. So I'm gonna have to go through all of it without her, and it's just hard knowing that, and I hate knowing that I'm living with no parents right now. And it's just hard every single day. It's just frustrating that this happened. And now I'm just angry that this had to happen to me.